Hey there YouTube, this is Vargas XX78 with something I've never actually done before, but I just saw this and I had to make a video of it. And I just saw the X-Men Days of Future Past trailer, and it was so freaking awesome I had to make a reaction video. And again, I've never done a reaction video on a trailer before, but this was hinted at Wolverine, The Wolverine. When we went to see it, it's one of the little sequel baits that's at the end of the credits, and they kind of hinted, and I already knew from Comic-Con that they were going to do this. I didn't think it was going to be so soon, but the trailer, I think here in Latin America, the trailer just released. I don't know if it's worldwide, but the trailer just came out for Days of Future Past, and it's only like 2 minutes long, but wow, it's an amazing trailer. I just had to share my thoughts on it because I love all of the X-Men movies. Even 3 has some issues. Same thing with Wolverine Origins. A lot of people hate Wolverine Origins. I didn't hate it that much. The only issue I had with Wolverine Origins, as I might have mentioned before, is the CG clause. That's my only gripe with Wolverine Origins. But X-Men 3 I thought was competent. I liked it. My favorite one is X-Men 2, X-Men United. But I really liked the X-Men movies. First Class was also really awesome. I'm really fan of the X-Men comic books and the X-Men movies so far. So when I heard that they were gonna combine the previous X-Men movies with the First Class movie and fuse it into something else, I had some doubts, but after seeing the trailer, those doubts have been cleared. They don't really showcase much. They kind of show tidbits and parts of the future as well as parts of the past. In the past, it seems to follow a couple of years after First Class, because they have James McAvoy with long hair and a beard, and he's still in a wheelchair, and Michael Fassbender is still Magneto. But in the future parts, and this is why I think it's so awesome and why this merits a video, they showcase everyone from the last X-Men movie, X-Men 3, and The Last Stand, and they have Rogue there, once again played by Anna Paquin. They have they have Iceman, who was on all 3 movies, whose name I'm sorry I forget. They have Kitty Pryde, played by Ellen Page, I think her name is. I'm pretty sure her name's Ellen Page. They got Magneto back. Ian McKellen's back as Magneto. Patrick Stewart is back as Professor Xavier, which again was hinted at the Wolverine, but he's back, and it works great because everyone looks older, but since it's the future, they can get away with it. And they also show in the trailer a much older Wolverine, which looks weird because in The Wolverine, he looked like he does always, but in Days of Future Past, in the future, he has a couple of gray hairs. Again, I guess it's really far off in the future, so they can get away with that. They might also explain it that after the events of The Wolverine, his healing factor is not 100%, so he is sort of aging. So I guess they can get away with that. But something really bad happens in the future that brings Xavier and Magneto together, the X-Men and the Brotherhood together, to try one last-ditch effort to stop the mutant war and stop whatever's happening, which it's going to be the Sentinels. They've already shown pictures of the Sentinels. So in the future, the Sentinels have almost wiped out mankind, so that's what brings the X-Men and the Brotherhood together to try to stop this. And it seems like it's going to be very similar to what they did in the comic book, where they send someone from the future to the past to try to fix things. And it seems that according to the trailer, it's going to be Wolverine. They're going to send old Wolverine into young Wolverine's body to track down Xavier and try to fix whatever is going to start the mutant war, because it does seem to be some sort of deviation that's going to happen, because yeah, something's changed. So I get again, according to the trailer, it looks like young Xavier has lost hope, and that's what apparently brings out the bad things. But or it could be just the regular timeline that humanity is its fear of mutants have unleashed the Sentinel and everything's gone to hell with the Sentinels. But they're gonna send. It appears like they're gonna send Wolverine to the past. Wolverine's the one that's gonna try to fix things, which is great because it gives importance to the Hugh Jackman Wolverine. In the comic books, it was Kitty Pryde, but again, the big draw in these movies usually is Wolverine because he's a more popular character. So it kind of makes sense that they would go that way. But they also showcase some new mutants in the future. You can sort of make out a couple of them. It looks like whoa. Stuff fell down. It looks like Bishop is in the future, and there's two other mutants that I don't recognize right away. I'll probably have to watch the trailer again. And a mutant that looks like Blink, who was part of the Age of Apocalypse and the Exiles. She can make portals and stuff. It's not shown if they're part of the X-Men or part of the Brotherhood. But the Colossus, the guy that played Colossus, is also on the future team. And again, it works because everyone looks older because it's been a couple of years since X-Men 3. And it works given the timeline. But I guess what caused my nerdgasm is Halle Berry is also back as Storm. A lot of people didn't like Halle Berry as Storm. I had no problem with her. I liked her as Storm, but they brought everyone back together, and that's what to me made the Avengers so awesome. Is that they brought back all these big name actors that already played their parts and brought them together to the Avengers. Same thing here. I have that same feeling where they brought back everyone that was involved in the X-Men movies into one single movie. Fox must have thrown their roof out of the house in getting everyone together, but everyone that's been a part of the X-Men movies, or that was still alive at the end of X-Men 3 and the other movies, is here. I want them to explain how the heck Xavier survived. I don't know, because of the characters involved, I don't think they're gonna delete what happened in X-Men 3, The Last Stand. So, but I want to know how the heck Xavier survived, because Jean Grey, when she was possessed by the Phoenix, blew Xavier away, disintegrated him into everything, and Xavier, at the end of that movie, seems like he transferred his consciousness, but it's not really him, and I don't think his mutant powers would work that way if he just transferred his consciousness to another body. Don't think telepathic powers work that way. So I am curious to see how they explain that, and I'm curious to see what they actually do with this, because ideally, what I would like to happen would be that they have the first part of the movie in the future, and they give half of the movie to the future X-Men, because I'm really interested in seeing what they do with that, what they do with the future setting, and how they showcase everyone, because it's been, again, a couple of years, apparently, in the movie, how everyone has developed their powers, and how everyone's trying to fight off against the Sentinels, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of characters are going to die in that future segment. And then they're going to send Wolverine to the past, and then they're going to give First Class its run. And I think it's very interesting that everything's going full circle. And what they could do is that they could kill off everyone in the future and start fresh with First Class and start a new franchise with First Class. They could totally do that. And if they really want to separate themselves, they can end up killing Wolverine. You know, I don't know how many movies Hugh Jackman has in him that he's willing to keep going with the character, but if they want to do something really shocking that they didn't do in The Wolverine, they could kill off Wolverine. I hadn't thought about that until right now, but they could totally do that. It would be a big risk, because unless they somehow reboot it. But honestly, that would be something big if they do that. If Wolverine ends up sacrificing himself to give the future a chance, that would be really interesting to see if they actually do that. But But again, I just had a huge nerdgasm just realizing that everyone's back into this movie, that and the possibilities of what Days of Future Past could mean for as a movie. It could be by far the best X-Men movie of all. And Bryan Singer's back in the director chair, and he did 1 and 2, and I think he supervised First Class. I'm not sure on that. I don't know how attached he was with First Class, but I'm really, really excited about this movie. It's going to come out on March of next year, so it's not that long a wait. I'm really surprised they cranked out this movie so fast. And in a couple of months, 4 months, 5 months, we'll see how this works out. But so far, that 2-minute trailer sold me on the idea. Really, really looking forward to this movie, and it has, again, and I'm sorry if I keep latching on to this, but it has everyone from the X-Men movies. That alone should make it awesome, and it has Bryan Singer directing it, so he's familiar with the X-Men movies, and the concept of the future clashing with the past, and Days of Future Past is definitely one of the best X-Men stories there is. So just the fact that Fox went all out and went ahead and did this storyline is really exciting. It's really exciting. I don't think they'll ever do something like the Age of Apocalypse or the Onslaught storyline, or they tried doing the Phoenix one, and it was hit or miss with that one. But Days of Future Past is really, really cool, and I'm really, really excited to see this come into film, and it's so close to being released. Of course, the other thing might happen. It might receive a lot of negative criticism, and it might do really poorly, which I doubt. The X-Men franchise has always been really successful for Fox. And again, personally, I don't hate any of the X-Men movies. Nitpicks with 3 and Wolverine Origins, but I still enjoyed those movies. I still like them. And this new movie is... I don't see how it could possibly suck. It's possible, I guess, but I don't see how it could possibly suck. I'm really excited about this movie. I'm really looking forward to March of next year to go see it. Cause yeah, as it gets closer, I'm pretty sure they're gonna release newer trailers, longer trailers, and we'll get to see more. I'm really interested in seeing the Sentinels. I wasn't so sure about that image that they posted with the Sentinel, because the face looks pretty awesome, the body looks cool, but it's got a big-ass fan in the middle part. In motion, maybe it'll look way cooler, but I'm kind of not sure about the Sentinels themselves, but yeah, the possibilities are really staggering. The other thing I just thought about, if the Sentinels are really advanced, they're going to realize that the X-Men sent Wolverine into the past, and it seems Magneto's also going to be sent to the past. But Magneto might have a secret agenda there. He might want to try to kill someone to safeguard the mutants' rule. And so yeah, Magneto might be a wild card there. But the Sentinels might do a Terminator and send Nimrod to the past. I mean, if the budget allows it and they get really creative, I mean, they could send a freaking Nimrod into the past and really screw up the X-Men's plans. But a lot of possibilities, but I just really wanted to share my initial thoughts on that trailer. You've probably already seen it, and if you can share your thoughts on that, I'd really love to hear them, because I'm really, really excited about this movie and the trailer. And it's been a while since I've seen a trailer that got me excited about a movie, and this one's done it. So yeah, can't wait till March of next year to finally see it. If it sucks or if it's awesome, at least it got everyone back together for one possibly last X-Men hurrah for a lot of people involved. But thanks so much for hearing me rant and rave about this trailer. And until I see you all again, this is Vargas XX78 signing out.